welcome to the stage the great Blake Freeman!
Well, she looked at me.
Hello, everybody. I got some things I want to tell you. First thing is, I was at a bar recently, and I went up to the bar bit of the bar, and there were two gentlemen already standing there, and I went up and I stood next to them, and when I did, one of them pointed at me and was like, "That guy's a comedian, right?" And when he said that, I was so stoked, because in my head I was like, that must mean that I'm doing something that people connect with. Like, it resonates enough with them for them to remember who I am, and I was like, that's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And then right after that, the second guy was like, "Is he any good?" And then the first guy said, "Oh, he gives it a go." So get ready for that. You're all about to watch this little boy give it a go. Should be good. I had to go to Adelaide recently to do some gigs, which is cool. And before I left, I stopped in at my mum's house because I wanted to say goodbye. And she wasn't there, but she left this like big basket full of like food and drinks and spare pairs of underwear and socks and stuff. It was really nice. And she also left me a note, and I'll tell you what the note said. And just so you know, my mum's name is Naomi. So the note said, "Dear Blake, best of luck with the shows. I know last year was rough for you, but it's a new year and you're a better comedian. Love, Mum." But then, in brackets next to that, she wrote Naomi. So, like, she thought I was going to read the note and be like, "This is all well and good, but who the fuck is this mum character? Like, she's clearly supportive, I just don't get the riddle." And then I asked her about it. I was like, "What's the deal with that note?" And she was like, "It was a joke." And I was like, "Oh, you got me, you cheeky bitch." I used to work in like promo for this like commercial radio. So I used to just like hand stuff out on the street, and I remember this one time I had to go to this panel beating place, and I had to like give these guys beer because they'd like won some competition where they got beer. And when I got there, I started chatting to this one man, and he was telling me about how he doesn't want to be a panel beater. What he actually wanted to do was graphic design stuff. So he's saying that he makes these cool patterns and he puts them on like t-shirts and skateboards and motorbikes. And he's like, "Yeah, that's what I actually want to do in my life." And I was like, "Oh, it sounds great." And then he got out his phone and he started showing me pictures. And he was like, "Yeah, it's a t-shirt, it's a skateboard, it's a motorbike." And then he scrolled one across, and I saw what was definitely a picture of his dick. And he was just like, "Oh, don't worry about that one." And like, kept scrolling. And right after that, I noticed he was wearing a UFC t-shirt. So I was like, "Hey, you like the UFC? What'd you think of that whole Brock Lesnar doping thing?" Brock Lesnar's like this fighter who got caught taking drugs. And the guy was like, "Brock Lesnar got caught doping?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "That sucks, man. Brock Lesnar's been one of my heroes since I was like a kid." And I just started to think about how weird our relationship now is. Because within the space of like 5 minutes, right, I'd learnt about his passion in life, I'd seen his dick and I'd broken his heart. Like, that's real love. I'm not even that close to my brother. My brother had a baby recently, which is usually good news. But my brother's a 23-year-old unemployed DJ, so it's fucked up. They called the kid Declan. Yeah, right. Bummer. Declan Freeman. It's just such a sketchy bogan name, Declan Freeman. Like Declan Freeman. Declan Freeman sounds like a character in Neighbours who like dies in a dirt bike accident. Like, "Oh, Declan Freeman died. Well, you shouldn't have tried to jump the creek." Like, and I wouldn't care that my brother's young or whatever, and that doesn't matter. But he's such a fucking dingaling, man. He's the dumbest guy that I know. I'm trying to get that. Doesn't matter. And like, he's the kind of guy who has like pickup lines that he'll use on a girl. Like, he'll go up to a girl and be like, "What, did you fall out of heaven or something? Because you're fucking hot." Like. And I asked him recently, I was like, "Genuinely, give us one of your pickup lines." And it was "You're like Queensland. Beautiful one day, perfect the next." And I just love that my brother's out there trying to bone someone and rep Queensland. Like, it's weird because a lot of my friends are like, "Oh, what are you gonna have kids next?" It's like, no, I'm 22. I don't think about that. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm still figuring out big parts of who I am. You know what I mean? Like, bear with me on this. I recently realized I'm someone who's very sexually open. I'm just like kind of down for whatever. Don't really care. But I'm also very close-minded when it comes to food, which is weird. Like I've been peed on. like I was seeing this lady and she was like, hey, can I pee on you? Something I've always wanted to try, but I've just never felt comfortable asking anyone. And I was like, yeah, sure, because I'm a team player. And we got into a bathtub and she started peeing on me. And look, I was having like an okay time. Like, I wasn't having this amazing time or a terrible time. I was like right in the middle. It was like when I watch daytime TV. When I watch daytime TV, I'm like, this could be on or off. Either way, I don't give a fuck. But she was having a great time. She was peeing on my chest, on my crotch, and calling me names. This is being filmed. And then we finished and we like had a shower or whatever. We went out to the kitchen and she was like, hey, genuinely, thank you for letting me do that. That's something I've always wanted to try, but I've just never felt comfortable asking anyone. And I was like, oh, don't even worry about it. And she was like, okay, cool. I'm going to make some fried eggplant. Do you want any? And I was like, fuck no, you weirdo. I don't want to take part in any of your gross acts. Now get over here and shit me gob. I'm so sorry. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Blake Freeman.